Scottish independence. Those for Scottish independence feel Scotland is a society and a nation. No one cares more about Scotland's success than the people who live here, and that ultimately is why independence is the best choice for our future. Independence is about making Scotland more successful. At its most basic, it is the ability to take our own decisions in the same way as other countries. Whilst those who oppose Scottish independence and endorse the continuation of a form of union make a distinction between nationalism and patriotism, believing being part of the United Kingdom to be in the Scottish national interest. Do you feel Scotland would succeed as an independent nation, Fiona?
Yes, I believe Britishness is an old and dying culture. Scotland has its own parliament, its own laws and legal system. National feeling and self-confidence are high at the moment. People are proud of their own country, and it is time to take the next step in improving the nation and standing on its own 2 feet. Semi-independence is not good anymore. Fiscal powers, economic control remain at Westminster. Independence will allow Scotland to cut business taxes, like Northern Ireland succeeded in doing, to promote their own individual economic growth.
The Union may be old, but has served both countries well for the best part of 300 years. The evolution is a young experiment, and it is too soon to judge the effect it may have. Scotland may not succeed totally separated from England and come crawling back for help. There is also a significant gap between public spending in Scotland, which is around 40 billion, and the revenue raised there, which at the moment stands around 27 billion. An independent Scottish government would have to choose between higher taxes and cuts in public services, which would in turn have lots of negative effects for its population.
There are pros and cons involved in every decision made, but I feel the pros will significantly outweigh the cons. Other small countries like Norway and the Republic of Ireland are more successful and more dynamic. An independent Scotland will have the tools to match them, and so it's realistic to say that Scotland as an independent nation could be just as successful. Independence would give Scotland clout where it matters, a seat at the UN and in the EU Council of Ministers. Scottish interests, for example fisheries and agriculture, are poorly served in Brussels by UK ministers at the moment.
But Scotland has more influence in Brussels now as part of the UK than it could have as an independent state. I believe Scotland is more powerful as part of the United Kingdom than it would be disunited. The integrated British economy is more capable than an independent Scotland would be of meeting the huge challenges of globalisation. Likewise, having independent defence and security structures would overstrain Scotland's resources. They would struggle to cope.
Very interesting points. Thanks, ladies.